I'll record this session. Right. For the sake of clarity, I would like to, if you can hear me, if you can hear me clearly from your end over there, please help me put 100 into the chat box just to confirm if everybody on the call this morning, afternoon or evening, from wherever you are hearing me from across the world. I want to confirm quickly if you can hear me. 100. Thank you for the quick response. I appreciate you, my leaders. Thank you so much for that response. All right. So this morning we're going to continue on our topic that we got started with just last week Tuesday. And what was that topic we got started with last week Tuesday? You all know we were talking about the perfect human nature. We're talking about the perfect human nature. And I'm just going to give you a brief recap. While we talked about the perfect human nature last week, I will give you a brief recap of what we talked about so that we will be able to take our precedence from there and then move forward and probably bring this topic to an end this week. All right. So last week we were able to define what the perfect human nature is. And what we did, what we were able to achieve last week was to define what we mean by the word perfect. What does the word perfect actually mean? Okay, we define what the word perfect means, then we define what the word human means and also nature. Okay, now you remember that last week we said nature is the inherent feature or characteristics or qualities of something. Your nature is the inherent qualities, the characteristics that you have instead of you. That's your nature. You have it embedded. It's something that you have with you at all time. That's what we call nature. All right. Your inherent characteristic, your inherent features, that thing that is a part and parcel of you. Okay. It's a quality that you have with you. It's your nature. Then what we define what perfect is. So something to be perfect, it means that particular object is complete. It's free from fault and also from any form of defect. All right. Then we'll talk about the human. When we say something is that we are human, we're talking about the highest form of creation of God himself. And that is where we're going to be getting started from this morning. All right. Human. You are God's highest form of creation. Okay? You have God's highest form of creation with unparalleled creative ability. Now, I want you to pay attention to me this morning because we're going somewhere. All right? All right? You are God's highest form of creation. Now, last week, we were able to tell you and define to you that you were created different from other primates that were created by the Almighty. You were created with a higher level of brain capacity that can think, all right? That can think. And that is why it said you are highest form of God's creation with unparalleled creative ability. Now, how are you then the highest form of God's creation? Because he put into your care the ability to also co-create with him. I repeat again. He put into your hand the ability to be a co-creator with him. I believe you understand what I mean, a co-creator with him. Okay? That is the ability the Almighty put inside of you. Now, I want you to follow me carefully. All right? You should understand the fact that you as human, you are a tripart being, which one of the things we talked about last week. You are a tripart being. You have a body, you have a soul, and you have a spirit. All right? You have a body, which is a physical. You have a soul, which is, what you use to relate with other human beings. And you have the spirit, which you use to relate with God. All right? Now, I can tell you for free that your spiritual DNA is created perfectly. It's an uncorrupted DNA. You have a perfect spiritual DNA. We all agree that there is, that there is perfection in your creation. You might want to say, okay, maybe some people are saying, are you sure everybody is created with a perfect DNA? Yes, you were created with a perfect DNA. Your spiritual DNA is perfect. That is why the Creator actually made you a co-creator with Him. Now, listen, we're talking about the perfect human nature, and we're going to somewhere, all right? And we're going to arrive at a very important bus stop this morning, all right? Because I want you to be conscious of the power you have as human. I want you to be conscious of who you are as a person. I want you to be conscious of what you represent here on earth and what you can achieve. Because I tell you, you can achieve anything. Anything that you set your mind to, you can achieve it. You can achieve it. All right? Now, we all believe that there is a particular force of nature that is making the world to actually move in this cyclical order around the sun, that is keeping the firmament where it is, that is suspending the stars, suspending the moon and the sun, that is keeping the ocean at bay where it's supposed to be, that is putting, everything we see in the universe, every one of us, maybe except the atheist, we believe that it is a force that is making the world to function the way it should function. All right? Now, and that force, let's call it power. We call that force what? Power, right? Now, I'm going to be talking about two strategic areas, how the scientists define that power and how the theologians define that power. Okay? Now, we understand that this power controls the universe. I'm not going to be able to actually ask myself, if there is a power that controls the universe, and even if the scientists do not believe that there is an existence of a God, but they believe that the universe is not just an outburst of something, okay? They believe that something is making, an external force is making what is happening in the universe to happen. An external force. And they term that external force, they term it energy. They define the external power that is making the world to go around. Some of you who are scientists here, you agree with me. They define that external power that is making the world to go around, everything to happen. We have the day, we have the night, we have the afternoon. All right, we have the dusk, we have the dawn. We have everything working. We have the different seasons. So there is an external power making things happen. And the scientists call this external power an energy. Now, do you know what this definition of energy is according to the science? By science, science said energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It is everly present and cannot what? Cannot, it cannot be destroyed at all. Everly present, all present, all powerful, all knowing. This is what scientists defined as energy. Energy cannot be destroyed. Energy cannot be destroyed. Neither can it be created. Cannot be created? You can put it there. It cannot be created. Neither can it be destroyed. That's what they define energy. But the theologians now made it better. They said that which you have called energy, we're not going to call it energy. We're going to call it God, the God factor, because we believe of the existence of the supreme power that is making the world to go round. All right? That is making the world to go round, that is making the world to function. And that supreme being is not just an energy out of the outer space. That supreme being is called God. Be with me. Be with me now. That supreme being is called God. Because you will understand, when the supreme being is making the world, and he came to a point that he wants to make humans, there is something spectacular he did. There's something spectacular he did. He made you in his replica, in his own image. Both we, the Christian and the Muslim, believe in the formation and creation of man, that he made you and I in his own image. Now that tells you something. And what does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen? It tells you that you are a replica. If you are a scientist and you believe that the world is being made to function on energy, it means you yourself, you are a mass of energy. Because it is said that you are made in his like image. So you are a mass of energy, number one. It doesn't mean that you are all powerful and all present, all knowing. And you can be as creative as he also is. Be with me carefully, all right? You can be as creative as he also is. Now, you can now ask the question that baffles me, and why I say the perfect human nature is because I ask myself this question every day, that why can I be in the image of someone who has infinite power, who has infinite intelligence, who has his presence everywhere, and I am not present everywhere? I do not have infinite power. I do not have infinite intelligence. I was asking myself that question, and I came to my understanding that every characteristic I saw in God is wide present inside of every one of us. So you're listening to me today, the characteristics of God, who you replicate here on earth, that characteristic is with you. So if you are not functioning at the level of a God that you are, it does mean that something is wrong with your spiritual DNA. Something is wrong with your connection to your creator. Now, I said something here. I said to get good results in our life, we must properly understand our relationship to this great impersonate power. There is a relationship between you and, in quote, the power that controls the universe. There's a relationship. Now, I don't want to sound too theological this morning, but I want to be as simple as possible so that you understand your true nature as human, right? When God created man, Adam and Eve, in his image and put them in the garden, he created an atmosphere for a kind of relationship where, according to the Holy Book, he will come down and play with them in the garden. There was a relationship, all right? But something happened that caused a separation in that relationship. Now, that's not the subject of discussion. Now, the separation in that relationship caused a barrier to come in. Now, he cannot come present in his physical form like he used to come to play with them in the garden. That cannot happen anymore. But he has to still relate with you as human being. Now, the relationship between you and him can only happen through the spirit. So the angle for physical relationship is no longer there. Now you have to relate with you through the spirit. And that is why for you to have any result, you must pay attention to the relationship you have with infinite intelligence himself. So I tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, that everything you see in this universe, yourself inclusive, myself inclusive, is nothing but an expression of God. Everything you see in the world, you and I inclusive, is nothing but an expression of God. It is an expression of God. You are an expression of God. Now, I tell you something, that you are a spirit being. You are not a physical being. You are a spirit being that is created to function within a body. So the body I'm carrying is not the real me. This body is just the house. It's just the house for the real me. The real me is the spirit. Are you following me? So the real me is the spirit. Now, if I want to enter into the realm of my creative ability, into the realm of the godlike character in me, I will not relate based on my five senses. I cannot achieve any creative power based on my five senses. I can only be at my best, my creative ability, when I operate using my spiritual antenna. All right? Using my spiritual antenna. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you show me a man who achieved great things, I will show you a man that exhibits great faith in his God-given ability to achieve whatever he intended to achieve. So, what am I postulating to you here this morning? Is that you created in God's image. You have the ability to create anything that you set your eyes to create. Remember what was done, for those of you who understand this story. A tower was being built called the Tower of Babel. And they all came together to build this tower. And what happened is that they said they want to build a tower that will grow from the earth up to the heavens. They built a tower that will go from the earth up to the heavens. I don't know the level these guys have gone in building that big tower. I think the highest building in the world right now is Burj Khalifa, right? The Burj Khalifa in the United Arab Emirates, Dubai. That's the highest building in the world. But imagine the level that they will have built the Tower of Babel, that God will look down from above and say, what are these guys building? Do you understand? What are these guys building? All right? If we did not confuse their language, there is nothing that they determine to do in their mind that we will not be able to do. Whatever they set their heart to do, whatever they set their mind to do, they will be able to do it. That tells you something. This is where we're going to. This is where we're going to. That is, you as a person, for you to achieve anything in our world, you need to set the image of the object of your desire. The image of the object of your desire, set it in your heart and connect with it with your emotional intelligence. Your emotional intelligence will impress it on your spirit being and connect it to the word, to the infinite power, which is God. Then God in his own way knows how to work out possibilities and makes that your object of desire, because you desired it, to make it come to pass for you. Now, if you read everything you need to learn about the law of attraction, the law of attraction is telling you that you should desire it. Have the image of what you want. Have that image. And whatever you want can come through you, because you already have the image, that you've already possessed what you want. So what are we talking about here, ladies and gentlemen? What are we talking about? Is that for you to achieve anything, you need to build a strong faith with what? With God. Build a strong faith with God. There is a link between your existential existence here on earth and for you to achieve your purpose on earth. There is a link and a relationship. The reason why a lot of us, we just come to the world, we dabble to so many things without achieving that God-given purpose for our life, is simply because we are unable to open our spiritual antenna to attach it to the antenna of God. Now, the reality you must understand is that it is said that those who will worship him in spirit. Now, that worship there, if you look at the other definition in Hebrew and in Greek, it's not talking about worship, but it's talking about the word work. Those who will work with him, those who will become co-creator with him, will do it in spirit. You must do it in spirit. If you have to co-create, if you have to co-work with him, you can't do it based on your five senses. God doesn't relate with you based on your five senses of smell, of seeing, of touch, of taste. No, he doesn't relate with you based on that. He relates with you based on your internal emotion. What do you desire from your heart of heart? So, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you that the connecting link between you and infinite energy, our God, is faith. You need to have faith that this is possible for me to do. For me, I'm just bringing you to the realization of the power you are. That you have the ability to create whatever you want here on earth. You have that ability. It has been built inside of you as a person. You have it inherent inside of you. All you need to do is just to open up. Open up your heart to it. Open up your heart to it. So if you want to create, you want to enter into that realm of creation, the first step that you need to do to enter into the realm of creative process is to relax and see yourself already in possession of the good that you desire. Relax. See yourself already in possession of the good that you desire. That is, you need to build an image. You need to what? You need to build an image of what you want. Build that image in your mind. Build that image in your heart of what you want. You need to build that image of what you want. What is the object of your desire? What is the object of your desire? Peradventure, that object of your desire currently is not even available right now. But do you know you can start attracting it towards you by just imagining that object of your desire? When you imagine the object of your desire, it is not yet recognized in your brain until you imagine it. And when you imagine it, it's going to send a signal to your mind. Your brain will send a signal of that picture of what you desire. It will send that signal to your mind. When it sends that signal of your object of your desire to your mind, and you connect with it emotionally, all right? When you connect with it emotionally, it will be linked to your spirit being. Your spiritual antenna will become open up, and it will become connected to the God factor. And something spectacular will begin to happen in that realm for you. Because now you are connected spiritually, all right, to your what? To your object of your desire. And because you're connected spiritually to the object of your desire, you've opened up emotionally to attract the object of your desire. Your spirit being is connected to God. That will start happening for you. Are we together? So you must understand these factors. And I wrote something this year in my dictionary, in my notepad, and I would like to read it out for you. I said, in working with spirit, we know that spirit is in all places at all times. Is in all places at all times. You have ability to tap into positive thoughts anytime you wish, anywhere you choose. anytime, at anywhere, you have the ability to tap into what? Into positive thoughts. The image of what you desire that you are putting together are thoughts, ideas. And one man say ideas rule the world. That is the creative thought that you have here in your mind. All right? So what you wish, you can create that thought. Now, if you allow negative thoughts around you, negative environment, they surround you with negativity, what do you think will be happening in your body system? The vibration that will be coming to your body system will be negative vibration, negative energy, negative pattern, negative thought. And the result, the output you're going to be churning out will be negative output. Your result is a function of the vibration that your body is receiving. What type of vibration is your body is receiving right now? Are you receiving a positive vibration or a negative vibration? So what did I do for myself? In order to not receive negative vibration, I fence up. I fence my body against negative vibration because I know if I allow negative vibration to enter into my subconscious mind, my result will become negative. So you need to be aware of your kinship with the creative power that you are in truth. You have a what? A what? You have a kin relationship, a kinship with the creative power that you are in truth a child of spirit. You are a spiritual being. You are not a physical being. You are a spiritual being. And for you to connect with the creative power that has made you in its own creative sense, you need to attract, you need to what? To connect to him spiritually through your emotions and through your faith. Okay? You need to do that through your emotions and through your faith. Now, I want to maybe end it on these few notes that I have here. Is that as long as you hold the image in your mind of the good you desire, you will always be rewarded. As long as you hold the image of the good you desire, you will always be rewarded. Do you have the image of the good you desire? Put it in your mind emotionally, because you will always be rewarded. And as you build as you build the image in your mind, it's being impressed upon your spirit. And the spirit has the ability to convert your present dream into your future reality. The spirit has the ability to convert your present dreams into your reality. So understand this, my people, my brothers, my friends and partners, that your true human nature is that you are created with power. And the power you have the power to create anything you so desire. You have the power to achieve anything that you think that you need. You have the power to make it happen. All you need to do is to tap into that power, that energy. The energy is there for you, but you need to tap into it. You need to get the consciousness that you are made in the image of the creator of the universe and are a living part of the eternal spirit. You are created in his image, and you have that power to create. You have that power to what? To achieve anything that you set your mind to achieve, to conquer. In fact, I tell you, you are a conqueror. You are a conqueror. I am a conqueror. That is who you are. So do not allow everything that is happening around you to submerge you. No, don't allow what's happening around you to submerge you. You are more powerful than that. You are more powerful than that. Because if you allow everything that is happening around you to get to you, it will bring doubt, it will bring fear, it will bring pessimism, it will bring negativity, and it will poison the very source of your life. It will poison the very source of your life. And it will sap out the energy that you can use to create, to be creative. It will sap out that energy, that ambition, that enthusiasm, that hope. It will sap it out of you. All right? It will sap it off you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you this, that the image of perfection of your creation lies within you. You are a perfect creation. I'm so happy to tell you that you are a perfect creation. But the image of perfection of your creator, the image of perfection of your creator lies within you. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning, don't disgrace your maker by violating that image. You have the perfect creator inside you. Don't disgrace your maker by violating that image. Don't disgrace it, because a perfect image is here, and he wants you to be a co-creator with him. From today, I want you to start looking at yourself, I'm a creator. I'm happy that I am blessed that I'm a co-creator with God, that I can achieve anything I set my sight to achieve, that I can conquer my world. I can become whatever I intend to become. Always wake up in the morning and, through auto-suggestion, start taking yourself through this mental process of confessing what you want. I don't know what your dream is. I don't know what your goal is for the next 4 months that this year will come to an end. But I want you to bring yourself to a mental picture of that which you want, what you desire. Put that image in your mind. I want you to even experiment what I've just taught you today. That you as a co-creator, that you have the creator's perfection living inside of you. All right? Put it to practice. All right? That image that you want, all right, in your heart, create it in your mind. Let it reflect with your emotional intelligence. And when it reflects with your emotions, let it be impressed upon your spirit, and let God take control of it all. And for some of you who will take it a step further, what you can do to make sure that things that you are processing in your mind is achieved easily for you is that you can even print that object of your desire. Print it out. Print out the object of your desire and put it in your dream board, where you wake up every morning and say, oh, I'm grateful and I'm happy because I'm already achieving this house. I'm grateful and I'm happy because I'm buying this, my dream car. I'm grateful and happy because this and this is happening for me. When you do that, you can see that the universe will begin to submit to your wishes. The universe will begin to submit to that which you desire. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time this morning. This is what I have to share with you. I don't know if there's any question you want to ask. All right, you can unmute yourself. If you have a contribution you want to chip in, you can also maybe drop in the chat box, or peradventure unmute yourself and also share with us this morning. Anybody that wants to ask a question? Thank you, Madam Jenny. I see your hand there. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. So what I would just say is that you should not forget that we have our sessions tomorrow, Wednesday. We're going to be having Madam Karis tomorrow, right? We're going to have Madam Karis tomorrow. She's also repeating her session. And on Thursday, we're going to be having Madam Jenny. On Friday, we're having Mr. Tunde. And also, do not forget our sessions that we normally have, our regular session. Make it a point of duty to always join us, all right, on all our sessions, okay, to actually learn more about all our opportunity that we are presenting to you. 7 p.m. West African time, all right, for global Zoom call. You are still in our business and every other thing that you think that we are doing together as one big family. I appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this beautiful morning, and we'll see you again, all right, later tonight or tomorrow, as the case may be. Have a wonderful day. God bless you and keep winning. Love you from the heart, people. God bless you. Bye-bye now.